Greetings from Ethiopia. My name is Lemma Degefa. I'm going to share with you some proven practices in multiplying pastoral trainers in the non-formal sector. So these are 10 steps that we applied, not theories, but practical steps that we applied to train nearly 200,000 pastors and lay ministers all across Ethiopia for the last 10 years, which has actually enhanced church health, accelerated church growth, strengthened the unity of the body of Christ, and finally actually enabled the church to be the light and the salt to the society, which we call social impact. So the first thing that we did was we defined the need. What is the need on the ground? So this is defining the theological foundation for the ministry, and also benchmarking some good practices in the non-formal sector in training pastors and pastoral trainers. And we also define the reality on the ground by assessing the generic needs of the Church of Ethiopia in general, the felt needs of the target pastors that we are about to train, and also the capacity of the church to meet those needs. The second step was we published the research finding, and then we conducted a workshop. We invited key church leaders from all the different denominations, all from Ethiopia, and then we saw the need, and then we envisioned on how to meet these needs together. And then as a third step, we mobilized partners. This is a national responsibility. This is about the body of Christ. So we engaged the church fellowship or church alliance structures, Bible colleges, denominations, and also para-church organizations, because this is going to be a collaborative effort. So at the fourth stage, we developed a strategy. So if we were to develop a curriculum, what would be the content, the outline of that curriculum, the criteria of selecting pastors and pastoral trainers, and then also the training of trainers, what do we need? What would be the content and the objective of the training of trainers of pastors? And then how are we going to pilot and then scale up? Fifth stage, we made proper preparation. We developed curriculum, which is about 20% administrative skills and 80% theology. And then we selected trainers and trainees, and then we provided training of trainers to pastoral trainers. So here is where we really saw the beauty of the coordination between the formal and then the informal and the informal sectors. The formal institutions, the Bible colleges, validated the training curriculum that we are going to apply. The non-formal sector is our role with other para-churches. We provided that training. And the informal sector was denomination leaders, alliance leaders, coaching trainers, facilitating the program and all of that. So the three sectors conjointly worked very strongly at this junction. The sixth stage was we piloted, the solution that we proposed. So we tested the curriculum content and also the selection criteria and the teaching methodology and also the end results that we are intending to achieve. So then we piloted and then we made improvement. So the seventh step was scaling up, by integrating the inputs from different circles. We engaged more trainers, more trainees, more churches, more regions or locations, more languages, and more years. So 10 years all the way through, we committed our energy and resource into scaling up the training of pastors across Ethiopia. So the eighth step, so we were also committed to monitoring and evaluating the progress. We had a biannual gathering. These trainers and also trainees have become a community of learners and community of trainers together. So there was a reporting, a planning, cross-pollinating some good practices, refresher training every year. So we had site visits, we had a desk support through phone calls, and also we periodically did some impact assessment and documented every data and practice. The ninth step we assessed the return on investment for the training that we provided. So at the end of the 10 year, we have been able to train 168,028 pastors and lay ministers all across Ethiopia. These are registered and certified pastors. We never had training before. So these pastors directly serve, according to the data at that time, 6.7 million evangelical believers in the country. Now the number has gone up to almost over 200,000 because the training replicated itself. So in so doing, we have been able to end the trend of untrained pastors in Ethiopia by the year 2020. As I initially mentioned, through the impact assessment, we have learned that the church health has been improved. As you know, the health of pastors determines the health of the church, which determines the health of the society. And then the church growth has been accelerated 8.6% annually for the last 10 years in Ethiopia. That is the evangelical growth. And then the unity of the body of Christ has been strengthened, and then the social impact. And finally, we had celebration across the country and regionally. And now this training has become sustainable because the churches have the material, the tool in their own languages. The trainers are there. You know, they have seen the value of this training. So now the church is proactive in training pastors through the formal training mechanism, which also engages the formal trainers and also the informal training sector. So thank you very so much, and God bless.